How's it, everybody? Lance Page here with Page Films, up here at Lake Waiau, up here at the summit of Mauna Kea. This is one of the best places on the whole planet to shoot the stars. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to shoot some motion control astro Milky Way time lapse with Lake Waiau in the foreground. So yeah, let's get it.
The time-lapse I'll be capturing in this vlog is part of my film High Altitude, Hawaii's Tallest Volcanoes.
Hey everyone, real quick, before we get into the adventure, Page Films is on Patreon where you can directly support this work with a small monthly pledge. You can get early releases, free 4K downloads including High Altitude, and end credit shoutouts, but best of all is that your contributions will be what really allows these creative visions to continue and to flourish. So thanks so much, link in the description below, and let's get back to it.
Lake Waiau sits just above 13,000 foot elevation near Mauna Kea summit. This lake is sacred to the Hawaiian people, and currently it's the only water lake on the island.
So I drove up through some rain and some clouds and fog on the way up here, and it's pretty cloudy here at the visitor center, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to drive up above those clouds. I'm going to go to the Lake Waiau parking lot and trailhead and then figure out my gear from there. About to do this half-mile hike. Strenuous activity can be kind of tenfold up here, so let's see how this goes. Pretty intense up here. It's like hiking on the moon. Oh, okay. Whew. I got this. Only that much further to go.
Even though I've been coming up here since I was a kid, this was my first visit to Lake Waiau. My first glimpse was a pretty spectacular one. Altitude and the grueling hike definitely intensified my experience, but I could really feel the Mauna, the power.
This is so incredible to see water up here. It's just insane. I'm up at above 13,000 feet with gently lapping water. And snow back here. Wow.
After enjoying my sunset arrival, it was time to suit up and go to work. That is, shooting motion time-lapse while vlogging in the freezing cold above 13,000 foot elevation with 40% less oxygen than sea level.
So I got here a little late. I was hoping to do some scouting during the daytime, but I'm gonna have to scout right now while it's dark. I would love to get some reflections in the lake, but I'm not sure if there's gonna be too many ripples from the wind or not. We'll see. So I've got the A7S III on the Sony 16-35 2.8, which is what I'll be shooting the time lapse with. And then I'm using the Emotimo Spectrum ST4 for the 3-axis motion control. So I'm going to do panning, tilting, and a 6-foot slide move. It's looking really nice. There's stars in the reflection, which is what I wanted.
So after spending a bunch of time setting up keyframes for a complex 3-axis motion slider shot with hopes of catching the last moonlight on the landscape, I lost power due to a loose cable and lost all my keyframes. So I had to quickly set up a simpler 2-axis shot with a few keyframes to follow the Milky Way, and I flew out of the frame and retreated back to the truck in survival mode, just barely before the Milky Way could rise behind the ridge, leaving 2 cameras firing in a very harsh climate. I powered the Sony with a battery bank and programmed the ST4 to shoot for 6 hours through the night. The sun is starting to rise. I just drove up to the upper trail. I'm gonna go down to my cameras down at the lake and see what they did. It's gonna be the moment of truth when I get there and see if they recorded all the frames they were supposed to. Alright, so I'm back at the lake. Came over here and I found that my shot, it worked. I'm really happy with it, and I was actually kind of wondering if the A7S III, which is this camera, was going to handle the freezing temperatures for 6 hours, and it did. It pulled through. All right, everybody, so the warm sunshine is finally upon me, and I'm finally starting to thaw out after a ridiculously cold night. It was strenuous, it was tough, I had some gear difficulties, but I'm really stoked because I came away with essentially the shot that I came up here for, which is Lake Waiau with the Milky Way rising and reflecting in it. So thanks so much for watching, and if you guys like this vlog, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification button. Yeah, I'll see you on the next video.